have here our top 3 riders. Obviously Stuart, Tinney, Sonja and Emma Mason. With us also is a technical delegate, Alec, Lochore, who's come all the way from the United Kingdom, and event director, Gill in Rolton. Stuart, just to get things started, we have the privilege of having the HSBC Classics trophy sitting there on the table, which I think is just a little bit of an incentive to remind you that you're now part of this global series. How does winning this event, the second leg of the series, which now gives you 15 points, affect your plans for 2012 and what you might plan to do overseas?
I haven't really thought about that just yet. I didn't know I was going to win. The main focus is the Olympic Games for sure for me, so that will be the main thing we're aiming for, but maybe we'll have to think about it and see what we can do about trying to win some more points. That would be great. And it's wonderful. I think it's fantastic that HSBC have come on board with Adelaide. I think we've got some wonderful horses down here and great combinations of horses and riders, so to be included in the series I think is a fantastic thing.
And Gill, just in that vein, are you expecting that come the next Adelaide 3-day event that we might have some Northern Hemisphere riders coming down here to collect some more points?
Well, I think it would be fantastic to think that that the likes of Mary King, William Fox Pitt, those guys that have a big stream of horses would like to come down to Adelaide and mix it with these guys to try and get the points. I know that William has said that this is the only 4-star event that he's never won. And so he's got all of those other wins under his belt, and he's very, very keen to make sure that he wins all of them. So I think that's great to know, and I know he's got some very good owners, so it'd be great to think that he may come down and chase the points.
Yeah, it really does change the dynamics of having the 4-star in the Southern Hemisphere when it affects the overall series.
Yeah, it's one thing to have, a bunch of Northern Hemisphere based riders coming down and riding borrowed horses. That's one thing, because it's great to see them ride and it's great to see them mixing it with these guys. But it's always the big test when they come down with their own horses and can mix it with these guys and see exactly where these guys stand on the world stage without these guys having to go to the Northern Hemisphere. But in saying that, I mean, the ones at the top are all people, apart from Emma, who have been up to the north and done extremely well. But I think it's fantastic that we're part of the FEI HSBC series. It really gives this event profile in the country, it gives us profile around the world. Having FEI TV taking us on board and beaming us around the world is amazing for us. It's fantastic for our tourism. When you look around and our early ticket sales are all interstaters or people from overseas. We sold out our accommodation and ticketing packages through South Australian Tourism Commission. That's all really good for us to go back to the government and say, well, hey, we are really standing on our own 2 feet and bringing a lot of people into this state. And for tourism, that's a very, very big thing. It's always tough to mix it with the best in the world. And we're there, but we have to strive for better. And there's areas that we all know can be better and will be better in the future. And that's what we're still aiming for. You never get complacent. This is the culmination of a lot of years to get to this point, but there's always a bigger goal beyond.
Alec, from your perspective, I mean, coming from the Northern Hemisphere and attending these other HSBC events, what's your impression of this venue and this event?
I think the venue's fantastic. I think that the local council who have helped develop and continue to develop this facility and what you've got here now with the stands and the arenas and the way that arena's held up over this week, I think is fantastic. You have a world-class facility. I think the course was a true 4-star track. The winners are true 4-star riders and horses who would be competitive in any of the competitions that are Europe or American based, and to succeed at the highest level in Europe as well. So no, I think you're absolutely right up there. I think that as Gill said, there's but you can run the Olympic Games into all the little bits and pieces that you can still do if you're able to get the chance of running in the second year. So no, I think it's a top class competition and worthy of status.
Sonja, how does it feel when you're out on that course today and you've got your sights set on first place and you hear that one rail and you're thinking, oh.
Mate, I'm just a permanent bridesmaid. Yes, I'm feeling very like a bridesmaid today. I suppose the thing is that it was quite funny, someone said to me earlier in the day, oh, you're paying for $34,000, and my owner said, no we're not, we're playing for London. And she is a wonderful owner, Nikki Brooks, and that was her response. She said, look, you've been back in the saddle competing for 8 weeks. I couldn't be happier with how it's gone. Of course she would have loved to have won, but we know that hopefully it's put us right back in the mix for London. And that was actually the real goal for the weekend. So, you know, I will get the boys. I'm a bit annoyed they've won both classes. I will get them.
Emma, you had a great round today, and last year you saw the first place slip in the show jumping phase, but this time you managed to climb up a little bit. How does that feel?
Definitely a bit of relief there, and again it's sort of would have been great to jump clear, considering it was that close. It would be nice to, yeah, have had a go. And it was sort of a bit of pressure as well. Stuart just jumped the most beautiful round of the day before me. I think the context said just as I was about to ride in, and Mason cannot have a mistake. And it actually helped relax me because I just thought, well, that's true, and I just do my best and say the horse really tried, and yeah, we gave it everything about it, and that was the best we could do today.
So open the questions up to the floor, everybody, if you'd like to ask anybody.
So are you all able to party tonight?
Stuart has no choice, we all know that.
Tradition.
Are you?
I think that's what my wife has written.
She has a very big check in that name, Stuart. I think there's a lot of people out there that think it's your shout tonight. Thank you very much. I'd like to know how you felt, Stuart, going into it. I mean, obviously, you weren't necessarily expecting this to be the outcome today. You were in fourth, and you could have moved up or down. I mean, is it how significant is this? You've won this event once before, but it's different now. It's right before games. It's part of a series. It's $34,000. I mean, really, how are you feeling right now?
I'm a bit sort of shocked. I honestly thought she's a lovely jumper, so I thought I had a chance of jumping a clear end for a road course. But I really, it was just up to what was going to happen, and I definitely didn't think I would win it, that's for sure. And I'm just really pleased that she went well and that I've gone well. And it's the big picture really that I'm looking at as much as anything. But still a bit shocked by it all, really. And I'm sure Carolyn's been
Where is she right now?
Exactly.
Okay, well, if anybody else has any questions? Well, congratulations. Congratulations, Gill. It's been a big effort on your part, and I think that this is obviously our top event, but a very exciting new venue and has the potential just to become out of this world. So thank you for everything that you've done. Alec, thank you for coming all this way and taking control of things. And yeah, it's never an easy position to be in, we all know that. And riders, we're glad you're here. Looking forward to seeing you sitting at the winners' press conference in London.
Second.